Welcome back, guys. We're continuing our climb through Emerald. Sitting at Emerald 3 at the time of this video. We're looking to play Graves in the jungle in this matchup. And if you're new to the channel or this series, I'm going to be climbing through Plat, Emerald, all the way to Diamond with a 76% win rate on Graves in the jungle. So if you're interested in learning about Graves, or just furthering your jungle knowledge in general and fundamentals, I'm sure I can help with that. This series will just be focused on reviewing my Graves matches all the way to Diamond, and just showing you how I keep a strong mental to push through even the hardest of games with the worst of players on your team. So to start off, we're going to go for that early ward. Sometimes you can't get that early ward. It gets defended, especially more as the season progresses. Everyone's kind of catching on and they're defending that ward spot. You can look to just run straight to their blue if you're starting on blue side, and just put a ward on blue as well. So I'm basically just going to leave Malzahar's lane until level 6. Similar to Warwick. They're just lanes you only want to really gank unless, the Tarm's like super low or Kassadin's got like 100 or 200 HP. But we'll path towards Smolder. And yeah, just really watch our laners. I'm just going to keep our jungle tracking on point. The early ward helps with that. I always try and get an early ward on the enemy so that I can just jungle track in the early stages of the game. It's super important. Yeah, make sure you're maintaining your stacks with Graves as you clear through the jungle. We're going to stop our path. I've noticed that bot lane has overextended, so we might be able to get a gank off with the Rakan knock up. He's pinging that he doesn't have his W, which is kind of unfortunate. So I've actually just pathed a little bit too early. So I'll just chunk the Jhin. Basically take away 60% of that Jhin's health bar anyway, because I didn't want to waste the time, the tempo that I wasted to go for that gank. That's probably a mistake on me for just not continuing the full clear. Moving too early, not looking at the fact that Rakan's in level 2. And also I don't play Rakan, so there would only be certain circumstances when you level W second. Jax decides he wants to contest the crab level 3 anyway. And they completely throw away a bit of an early lead that, I made that mistake. So that would have given them a bit of an early lead there. And if Jax just stayed on tempo, because I was, mucking around so much. So that was the best case scenario for me. Smolder with a double kill early is so good too. So we're going to double scuttle the Jax. He's not really going to know what to do with himself, because he didn't finish his clear off. So his Krugs are going to be spawning. And I didn't see his CS, but I'm pretty sure he left his blue and Grom. But yeah, he pathed Raptors up. So yeah, his Krugs would have spawned later than his Raptors. Which he would have tried to go for crab into Krugs. The Krugs wouldn't have been spawned yet. So it makes an awkward path for him, really. Terrible tempo. That's why like tempo is so important and pathing when you're in the jungle, especially when you get to Emerald. So I take my topside quadrant off the map and I want to use our bot prio to take away dragon. Jax will be in this area, so I have to be careful. We have level 6 on Malzahar. And yeah, the bot priority, so I want to start forcing dragons a little bit if I can, because Kassadin is really weak early, as everybody knows. Bit of a miscommunication with Malzahar. He was looking for a pick in their jungle, but it just wasn't on. That Nami's in the level 3, so like she shouldn't be there. Jax is trying to force the dragon because Malzahar's on a death timer. I don't have ult yet, so I really want to force this. Malzahar's got ult though, so... Oh no, it's on cooldown. He must have used it when he died earlier. You gotta love when the Rakan steals the kill when we're already 0-4 assists or 0-3. That's alright. We're not gonna get tilted though. We're just gonna keep farming. We're so far ahead. Let's keep the ball rolling. Sometimes I don't like gold being funneled into one player until that, like, unless that player really knows how to maintain a lead and not throw a lead. Sometimes you'll find in the jungle that maybe you get someone fed and they just don't know how to win a game off the back of getting all those kills and earning all that gold. So they throw leads away by overextending at the wrong times, pushing for objectives at the wrong times. They're giving over objectives and the bounty. So we've got prio in all lanes. When you have prio in all lanes and you have gold and you have players roaming, please make sure like you're definitely on time for like every single objective. That's your priority. Sometimes you can't do this, but in a game like this, just you want to choke the enemy out by just taking all objectives off the map as they spawn. Number one thing to do right now is to just not die. But get a nice little double kill, so now we'll take grubs off the map. Really start to clamp down on this match. Yeah, you don't want to leave objectives up. Strip the enemy of everything. Don't give them an opportunity to have resource that will help them make a comeback. Even if your fed Smolder gets, throws away the lead and all of his bounty. So I'm just going to full clear. We haven't been farming in a long time. I need gold. I need to finish my Yomus. This can be a bit of a risky play. My whole top side's up. But we'll look to dive. Essentially, it's good to just full clear there. Then you can gank bot after you take off your top side camps. Probably could have stole that. Jax failed to smite. Yeah, we're just really choking the enemy out by doing this right now. It's just sometimes you can get caught out by the enemy mid laner. The top laner teleporting in, so you need to make sure that TPs are on cooldown as well. If you do manage to pull this off though, yeah, it's how you win really fast. Yeah, we're lucky not to get hit there. So now we're going to be late for Dragon. The best thing to do before was just to path, take our camps off, reset, spend gold, be ready for Dragon with our team. Like I was saying before, we don't want to give that. Getting a bit trigger happy. These are mistakes for sure.
An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
There's no reason to be giving this Dragon. Which it's on me for my pathing decision before. We lose it.
You have slain an enemy.
Luckily we get a kill anyway. And Nami's not worth 100 gold.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, so we really just need to be farming. We're not getting our pathing off, which is like our just basic full clears off. Just putting our camps onto reset before we're making plays on the map. And that's not good. I really don't want my bot lane to get double killed, so I just hover. Just spending too much time here.
Shut down.
Over forcing plays. Don't have ult. Don't want to get flashed. Auto attacked by Jhin. Just being careful. Waiting for the CC to come in before. Warwick saved our ass then though. By roaming there. I'm surprised Jack's farm isn't like way higher than ours. Yeah. Oh. We wouldn't have to worry about getting invaded if we were just putting camps onto reset instead of just spending so much time bot.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, when the game starts getting like out of control like this, just make sure you go back to your core fundamentals of resetting camps, taking objectives, slow the game down a little bit. We've got Scowl champs. I mean, they have a Kassadin, so it's like the race against time in that aspect, but he can be locked down with Malzahar Rakan. If you don't have lockdown into a Kassadin, then it can be extremely worrying. Similar to Master Yi. So yeah, Drake's up in 1 minute. We're gonna focus Drake. Let the fiesta keep happening. Rakan's getting pushy. Sometimes it's best to ignore a support like this. But yeah, it is a free tower. Just be careful you don't overextend with the support. This might be an overextension. Before Dragon, which is just not a good idea. See Kassadin moving up through that bot side quadrant. Yeah. This isn't good. This is why you don't listen to the support. See, we know it too. We're like, why do we follow him? So now we mute all. If people aren't providing you with efficient pings or helpful pings, then you just mute all straight away. No questions. If the support's not just pinging summoner spells, danger pings, MIA pings, mute. Any sort of spam pings, mute. Get better awareness. Do it yourself. We shouldn't be losing that dragon in any instance there. These games you have to focus because your team can just get way too overly excited. Start making just terrible shot calls. And then you end up losing dragons like that. And you don't even get the towers. Like, all we had to do with that Rakan was like walk up, auto attack the tier 1 tower, take that, then back off. Being for our teammates to assist with Drake, and then I can activate Rift in like another lane, which will like force pressure. If you put Rift into the top lane when Dragon's up, it's gonna force at least one player to go defend that tower. Warwick's diving while we're just getting... Yeah, I don't know why he's under tower while the rest of the team's dying. He's going for the support. Bit of a questionable... I can see this game's getting a little bit frustrating. So we just need to make sure... Because like, sometimes you'll be playing and you know what you need to be doing to win the game, but it's not happening the way you want it to. And you need to dial it back before it's too late. Sometimes it's just too late. Just didn't dial it back fast enough. The next thing you know, your whole team gets ace and they just run to a pushing mid wave and end the game. I think you'll notice now that I'll just do exactly that. Dial it back. Fall back into full clears. Surely. If I move for any kills Yep, we're pinging. Don't fight. What are they fighting for? Shouldn't be fighting here. Oh, this is how you throw a game. What are they fighting for? Nothing. Oh. Make sure we yoink that camp of Warwick. He's not efficiently using gold, so like, don't just give him free gold. He's already got 10 kills. He's not carrying. I can guarantee you if I didn't have 8 assists, this game would be like easy carries. It's turning into an absolute throw of a game. I wonder if we win this one. I can't remember. It's exciting stuff. How to pull back a throw. Get your Smolder fed. He was fed to begin the game. Really want to combo that Jhin. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. 10 and 3 Kassadin.
Killing spree.
Try to trade the Drake for Baron.
Has destroyed a turret.
I think we're getting gapped. Yeah, this might be GG's.
Double kill.
Gee.
Double kill. Enemy rampage. Enemy triple kill. Aced. Your turret has
Yeah, it's the ultimate throw. See that?
your turret has been destroyed.
We need to just try and farm. We're losing out on a lot of XP. The game hasn't gone to plan so far.
An enemy is godlike.
Just gonna try and consume as much XP and gold as I can over the next 5 minutes. Hopefully they make a mistake. You have to just hope for the enemy to make a mistake at this point. Stick to farming, full clearing, wait for mistakes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, big shutdown. That's what we needed. That might be a turning point.
Your turret has been destroyed.
The last 10 minutes have been pretty doom and gloom, but we may be back. But you can see how easily a throw starts to happen. Just making the wrong decisions over and over again, like 3 times. The early game was completely won, like it was GG. You just have to do everything right from then. Cheeky little report on Malzahar. There's nothing worse than when like your teammates just decide they're not going to cooperate anymore. Malzahar effectively has done nothing this game to help us. He's getting caught up in like... Yeah, I guess the fights early kind of screwed him over. This champion's just broken. Even though he's like 3 levels above, can we outplay? Ooh, that's a really good shutdown. Ooh. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Definitely make a comeback here. Just want a hard push. Make sure we're monitoring Kassadin and Jin Bs. Yeah, the other 2 are on a death timer. We got dragons and barons spawning as well. You want to play around Smolder at this point. Like the game should have never got to where it was before. How it was just so out of hand. And that was just because we entered into that position. Just not making the right decisions. Macro was off. Fundamentals were off. That's a good example of like why you gotta... In this elo and like above, you just need to be so perfect with your fundamentals. Doesn't even matter about your mechanics. Like it does to an extent, of course. Like, you have to know your champion inside and out, but essentially if you're just on tempo, showing up for teammates and objectives, then you're pretty much in the right. Then you just got to do some bit of fancy plays here and there. Make sure you're not inting. If we can lock this Kassadin down, we're Gucci. We just need a pick. That's what we were trying to do there. We found that Kassadin. That would have been game over for them, I reckon. Jin just comes into range of that brush. Yeah, I just wanted to get that Kassadin. They can't do much without Kassadin and Jin. Definitely don't want anyone to die right before this Baron, because they're about to have 5 on their side. So we need to make sure we have 5 players up on our side. The worst thing that can happen is like you go on a death timer and then your teammates, like when you're about to spawn, go on another death timer. It creates that overlap for an extra minute at this time of the game. Thought he would have got that W off. I think it's his W. He must have like still been in range.
Ally has been slain.
So I noticed Kassadin's not on Baron, which is, that makes me just want to go straight in. Yeah, they're just not getting the message. They're just trying to heal. It's hard to communicate in this game sometimes. And there you have it. They just walk up and int. That's game over, really. All we have to do is walk bot with 5. We can just push the Nexus towers. Use that wave. Just stand on that wave with Baron. Don't leave it. Don't let the minions like get move out of empowerment range. It'll give the enemy a like chance to clear the wave, right?
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
So yeah, there we have it. That was a pretty easy game that turned into a throw. And it's a good example of how you might be able to, yeah, come back. Even like it's not always over. Like there was a point there where I was like ready to FF, and that's not like me at all. So yeah, that was a good example and a nice game to review. So I hope you enjoyed the game today, and thanks for watching.